back again? What is it that you wish to learn? The state of the realm is evident.
Sid, your new companion appears much more Should I be worried?
Jill.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a...
Indeed. Although...
Any idea where they...
The desert's a big place. But the fact is...
What did you say to me?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've... yet to... And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which proved... I've tried reasoning with a descent.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And...
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on...
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like you're... We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies if we are... And you cannot fill empty...
But what happens when they come back?
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid.
I was about to ask you the same.
Costness is in chaos. And the markets have all but seen. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can rely. I was here to do just that when Master...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. These are cursed skies, or an entire...
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to...
I hope so.
Haven't we had enough fighting?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
My reputation will be ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be...
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving.
Radim! Get...
Very good. Would you mind stepping...
I'm sorry if I've caused you any
That? Oh, no. That's just how... He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah,
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to
Want an audience with Lord Ignac.
a condition I would be a fool to...
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not. No. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your...
That will be very...
Farewell.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry, but have left to smolder.
My thoughts both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods.
And if there's one thing bandits like,
What would Sid the...
Well, he'd let them choose for themselves.
that sounds like a recipe.
A recipe for disaster is... While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie, it may still be possible before presenting them with a third.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and say...
When all that fear and anger can...
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit.
As you wish.
Don't worry, Victor and I will do...
Play along.
What he means to...
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, Conrad. May I introduce you to...
A pleasure.
As I told you,
Victor said that there aren't any men left.
True as the crystals, nobles came and claimed every last one were... You know of the 7 high houses. Granted, we have a few boys left.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town, that a band of beardless youths could be...
Absolutely. We'll show those bastards.
I can't believe that, actually.
Conrad's not what you call the bright. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not...
Then let us band together. And show these brutes that...
A shop?
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, Natalie.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but...
Indeed, certainly. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley, and it is only a matter of time before...
It is worse than I thought. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens, which means that now, more than ever, if our humble town is to endure not only...
All right. But you needn't have gone through this.
Thank you, Clive.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat with time.
Time no longer appears to be...
I take it your scouts found...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found... All.
You're not...
They don't just want food, they want...
I have a I'm told the bandits march...
Very well.
The rest, my friend, mistakes I concede.
That is a lot of faith.
Then it will be for us.
I thought you...
We'll hold them off.
And we...
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fight.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there. The inn...
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad.
We all saved her.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that,
The plan, granted, it only took an army of blood.
Calm now, Victor. What? We are united. As for you, Sid...
I'll take that as a compliment. You deserve a rest. To me, boy. You're a fine hound. Help me, boy.
Got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! Ogle, kill!
This must be Ignac's luck. Nothing seems... All right.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my... What shall I call you?
Wyvern. Glad to make you...
Well, Wyvern. Redeem here tells me you wish...
A few moments of your time.
You're a bit...
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about us.
Oh, true. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that. It was made in the Outer Isles, far, and is used exclusively by the... They believe no combat should ever exceed. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that there's a brutal sort of...
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the... But it is the final stone, which a mineral quite foreign. And that is the key. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke. Far rare and a far more.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bit. I am one step ahead of...
And there are many.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting... Now, let's see what Blackthorn... Sorry for the... But hopefully he'll agree.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valestia.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you...
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade to rattle, but there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through us. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valesthian steel, with an edge as sharp as any found in the outer... I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will just... Don't...
Don't you worry. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here... Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on. You come and find me when you've got...
All right.
Trouble with your gear, or something falling, do you? That it? Fine.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Company.
This might take a while. This won't be easy. Thanks, girl. Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine. And then there was one. wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Do you have any fresh water?
I spoke... That's fantastic. It's been a while, and the way I see it...
How so?
Well, I wouldn't... And then there's my lad. Those three are... And without the mark... Everyone... Right. I hear you.
If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for
a goat and 60 blood. A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows.
Here they are. The woes of the world.
Never a true...
I wouldn't give for a hunt. When are they gonna let us through?
What do you...
Just information.
Now you mention it.
Which way did he go?
I buggered off down the road,
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for
Are you hurt?
Happily not. Good. More importantly, we have arrived. Colossal vessels. Airships, we call them. Oblige me if you would. Does anything... Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
We don't want any...
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't...
Yes, we have. Those ones.
Maybe he found his thing.
Mum won't let me near them.
Shush, now.
I only told him...
I'd listen to you.
Could Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here? I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Let's get this up.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph?
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone? Wasn't hard finding the thieves.
I take it things are more complicated than...
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left them, because our thieves had no interest in gold or gem. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area. I launched myself at them. For the others, they huddled. They stole because it was that or starve it.
So you spared them?
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren land. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to...
I'm impressed.
Do me a favor. Oh, and...
Your secrets...
I appreciate it.
Back. Not again. All right then. Who's first? You're finished! You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods. and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon. Onward! History awaits!
Really got himself into trouble this time.
All yours, Torgal. Down, Torgal!
Still in one piece?
It would seem so. And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars, and so I came upon the idea.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so.
Fine.
And so, here, your reward for humoring my selfish whim.
Joseph's... he certainly knows his business.
A good man to have. Thank you for putting...
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
I'll be taking you all to a store. House in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind. Come, my children.
I know you're all afraid, but now is not the time.
No use calling Ambrosia now. No use calling Ambrosia now. Ambrosia won't help me here. Be safe. Ready, go? I can walk from here. Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
That should do it. If the wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself. First, we find Isabel.
Welcome, welcome. An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. You've a keen eye.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I can't do it.
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall, because they are my charges and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk. I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect...
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need...
I'd like you to... What we need to consider is where the creatures came. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. And a pack of them glowing.
Leave that to her.
My family. They're still in the capital.
It's all right.
Did you see the
creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for
Do you remember where you were?
on the road from Oriflamme.
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Captain's head.
Good girl. Faster! You deserve a rest. Let's go.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me!
Should I prime?
No. Save your strength. To me, boy! Now, Torgal! To me, boy! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! To me, boy! Do you think there are more?
There are always more. You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love, and the people I love include the ones standing before me. Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me a little of you, Clive, but without all the mocks and mows. Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me a little of you.
So many were injured.
Those...
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha.
And you,
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Kashik.
Those skies are what happened. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. The rest are still down there.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join.
I thought you'd know. Where I need you is the Fallen. Let the men know you've come to help.
We're on our way.
If they...
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
They were too fast.
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
The barricades we've set up around the town won't hold the Akashic.
Clive,
We deal with the...
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place...
You are mistaken. We're here by Madame Martha.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time...
Wade's men? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to...
Did he? Take your wounded back. Martha will see you're looked up.
And to think you took them for thieves.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift. And they got wounded with...
Damn it all.
We'll worry about...
You look after...
I will.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those... But what about... I didn't, sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield.
Martha seemed to think you might... And by the looks of it...
We thought but we didn't know there would be so...
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly... Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't...
And yet again, you've...
I see you're all in...
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down...
A second.
Feel like finish.
Always.
Jill and I will make fit. You'll need to move the...
Don't you worry.
The moment my men are...
Mad dogs.
My brothers.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Just patch me up as...
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we? Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honor... not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as...
I would not have it...
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest. Not here. Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia. certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it seemed like just the place.
Careful.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Stay down! Get up!
Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Karen will be... When did you get so big?
I noticed... So, Molly's leftovers will teach me for treating you like you all right. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later.
You can, aye. In return, you can thank Tomes for...
I was just on my way.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
What's that for you, dear? And how am I meant to do that then? Anything else?
Did you see the pair that got hauled?
There's a storm coming, Sid.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Seems the hideaway is lost its... I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
All this fuss over a few dark clouds.
All right, there's. How's that hunt for the...
I have it here.
That's the stuff. You're a gent. Right then. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it...
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned...
There's no need.
Don't be... Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that, huh?
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, It can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit!
Well?
It's certainly...
Right?
Thank you.
No, for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavours. Without... And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Was wondering, had owls from all our friends thanking you. How is it you always manage to arrive at?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the...
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Tyre says your brother's...
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit, but they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua!
Clive! It's Gav! There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me.
Ah, I wasn't expecting you. Here you are. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Seems the hideaway's lost
Blasted, but... Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me...
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very... You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, so I thought I'd try making one...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen.
I've never been one to play favourite, so...
A fried recipes. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were.
Ivan said the recipe's in the culinary pilgrimage.
Wow. Kindly old fella.
Fine. And if he does...
You do.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that... Oh, I think Nan might be in...
It's all right.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cut, but she'd never do business with... I wanted to ask her about it. She'd never give you...
Don't worry.
Oh, you'll let me know what she said?
Of course. Lady Karen.
Not nearly as far.
You're doing...
What exact? Not once in 5...
Just...
Oh.
All I know is that someone in Dallam...
And what? You believe it? Look. I've done things I'm not... But that woman is no more.
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to...
No. I reckon you...
Of course. I spoke that the rumors were unfounded, along with some other things. And while it sounds like she may have done...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't... But why would people say she was?
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about, so that's where I'm going.
Are you sure that's wise?
Oh, but that's why...
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me...
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight and short. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but which almost certainly means they had...
Perhaps a visit from...
I don't like to imagine that my pupils... They were in the atrium when I last saw...
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you...
Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
So the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Is a storm coming soon?
Seems the hideaway is lost its...
I heard the Emperor was impaled.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of scales, is...
No.
Well, not...
And just how long have...
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We just...
Just like Miss Middledore showed up.
Miss Middledore?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja.
Miss Middledore said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart.
Well, then your work is already half done.
The taking apart was easy enough, but...
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes...
You three need to learn. So let's have a look at these parts. All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Middadole's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales, you already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait.
Good thinking. These round parts are...
I do. Molly, but these aren't for frying bangers, you... But what if I wanted to wear goots?
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in... This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear.
I have. Miss Middledole's dungeon.
She puts them in all...
That's right.
I remember the arm moved.
It's not my fault.
You know what part's supposed to move, and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. So, now that we've taken stock of the...
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pants by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes!
Well...
Oh, I just put the pieces together.
That's right. We're Miss Middledole's hares.
Her hair?
Yeah. Hares for the future.
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Middledole and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Seems the hideaway is lost.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be...
Well, did you...
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or they dismantled them to see how they work.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, she won't. This might even have been her, although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry. I shall see that the children...
Please, there's no need. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the High...
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war. But that should come as no surprise.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I.
Ah, you've given them far more than that.
Clive. Thought you knew better. Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
All right.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Straight home now. You're in. What happened here?
The ether flood. It swallowed our camp. My own men did this. There's a village not far from here. It's... we can't...
I'll go. You catch...
Thank you.
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of. One of your brothers.
Another survivor.
Is...
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe, thanks to you. You seem...
You must have me confused with...
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnes when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Fine. If you insist.
For Titan!
You're in no fit state to fight.
Then this should be easy for you. Come on.
Kill me!
For what? This...
No. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw.
Man.
I am nothing like you. Just know.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues,
Do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yotei of the lake?
By all means.
Yotei, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tu isag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty.
remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yode.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her. Which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you... Is that
figurative?
Well, a passing Dread Evis are a
how do you want?
Evenge. Dread bring me...
All right.
Of course, leave Tabor through the east gate. I eagerly await your...
Welcome, welcome.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases of...
Finally.
Is something wrong?
At the university.
The university?
Yes, in... The three of them, to be precise. I'm here in the name...
I can't promise I'll remember.
Remember?